so-called white man does. That's why he's the serpent. He'll deny the truth. That's what the so-called white man does. He denies the truth. He tells you lies.
Who wrote that book?
Holy prophets of the Most High. Men inspired by the Spirit of the Most High. His men, not so-called white people. Israelites. Yeah. So what you got, brother?
I'm going to get Genesis.
Yeah, get it.
Genesis chapter 25, verse 23. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Right, so this is going right back to the basics, back to the beginning of the conception of the so-called white race and the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American people.
No such thing.
Go ahead.
Back to the dinosaur.
Go ahead.
Back to the dinosaur.
2 nations of people are in thy womb, 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
2 manner of people, meaning they shall not be of the same mind. They should not be of the same kind.
The caveman.
All right? The so-called white man, he's a damn wicked breed. All right? All right? He's a wicked breed. All right? He's a degenerate by nature. Go ahead.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
That one people that was going to be stronger than that other people was the nation of Israel, all right, which is Jacob, against the nation of the so-called white man, Edom. Okay?
And the elder shall serve the younger.
The elder, which came out first, all right, would serve the one that came out after him. Go ahead.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb.
The twins were, all right, fraternal, so to speak, as they use that term, meaning that they was born at the same time, but they had different features. They did not look the same. They weren't identical. Go ahead.
Verse 25. Verse 24. When her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb, and the first came out red and all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau.
Right, that's the progenitor of all you so-called white people. Okay? The first came out red all over like a hairy garment. Alright? And his name was Esau. Esau, alright, is the English equivalent to the Hebrew Ishashua. Alright, which is wasted away. Wasted away he, or wasted away is he. Okay? What was wasted away on this man called Esau? His pigment. His pigmentation was wasted away. So his blood showed forth through his skin, which made him translucent. Go ahead.
And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare him.
Why didn't it specify Jacob's pigmentation or his color? Because he had the same color as his father and his mother, which was everybody else, which is brown skin, dark skin. All right, ranging from a dark shade to a light shade of brown. That's why it didn't specify how did Jacob look, because he came out looking normal.
And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob.
Right, which was spiritual. Go ahead.
And Jacob sought pottage.
Oh, let me get into this one. All right. So it said, Isaac loved Esau. All right, and Rebekah loved Jacob. Reason why that was the situation is because Rebekah, the prophet, told Rebekah that she had twins in her womb. All right, and the elder shall serve the younger. It was revealed to her by the prophet that the elder would serve the younger, and the younger would be over the elder through the spirit. So it was revealed to her in that situation. That's why it said Jacob, Rebekah loved Jacob, and Isaac loved Esau. Reason why Isaac loved Esau is because he was the firstborn. The firstborn gets all the inheritance. So that was the custom in the ancient world. Go ahead.
Yep. And Jacob sought pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint.
Right, Jacob sought pottage. Right? So Jacob sought pottage, that Hebrew word, all right, is naziyat, which is boiled food or stew, not red lentil beans. Not red lentil beans, all right, as, you know, certain, you know, people, certain dudes that's calling themselves prophets are saying, man, all right? That Hebrew word is naziyad, which is stew or boiled food. When you make a stew with come on, Jacob, we're talking about our forefather here. Does not Jacob, Israel know how to throw down? All right? So you think Jacob was just making a plain ass pot of boiled, red lentil beans? Come on, man. It's laughable, man.
Yeah, that's right.
It said stew. When you make a stew, you got potatoes in that bad boy. You might have some a lamb, or maybe some beef, or maybe some chicken, or maybe, you know, any lawful animal. Okay? Yeah, man. Go ahead.
Right. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage.
Right. Esau said to Jacob, feed me with that same red pottage, right? Reason why it was red, all right, because the meat that was in that pot wasn't fully cooked, was not fully done, man. Because they are. You seen the German, the dude out there in Germany?
Oh, I didn't see the video yet, but
he's saying that it was red lentil beans. It wasn't Esau likes his meat red, but it wasn't no meat in there. It was red lentil beans. The elders never taught that, man. The elders never. Yeah, the elders never taught that. Matter of fact, get Hebrews 12 and 16. It says,
so almost a lentil. It's almost for two lentil beans.
All right. Hebrews 12 and 16, man.
All right, Hebrews 12 and 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau.
Right, we talking about Esau, right? So this is the same situation. He's a profane person. Profane means out of the temple. All right? He wasn't part of the temple of Israel. He was a separate nation. Go ahead.
Yep. Who for one morsel of meat.
Who for one morsel of meat. When you have a morsel, is a piece or pieces. Okay? Go ahead.
Sold his birthright.
So within that pottage that Jacob was stewing up, all right, and boiling, it had meat in it, and the meat wasn't fully done. Thus, you get Esau with the steak tartare and, you know, uncooked meat that he likes to eat, man. Look, man, they put the camera on me. The elders never taught that Esau sold his birthright for a pot of red lentil beans, man. Okay? We just read the scriptures, all right, on it. It says that he sold his birthright for a morsel of meat. Now, I'm going to get into that word meat, because he's also saying now, and I call you the German madman, all right? I call you the German madman, okay? The Spirit's bringing it out. So, that word meat, all right, in Genesis 1:29 is akala. And we just read in Genesis 25:29 through 30, it was naziyat. So it's two differentiations of meat. So what's the definition of akala, right? It's food or object of consumption. So he's saying you only supposed to, meat is only talking about the herbs and the plants. That's fucking off, man.
You the same one that said the sun is not the sun is not real.
You understand? Look, man, you're not studying the Hebrew, man. All right? You're not studying that. You're not studying the scriptures. You're not studying the Hebrew, man. All right? If you knew, it's two different Hebrew words differentiating what it means. Okay? The Hebrew word for pottage in that scripture in Genesis was naziyat, and the Genesis 1:29 meat is akala, which just means of consumption, something that can be consumed, to eat.
That fucking dude, he reading too many books, man. That's why it says much studying is wearing in your flesh. When you reading all them other books outside, especially if you're not on a high level like the elders are on, to decipher between what's real and what's not, you just read it and then you just accept it like it's the truth. Like when Ichabod said that the Lord read out of the Talmud. All right, that's what happens when you're trying to bring out shit too big for you, man. You want to bring out the next new revelation, all right? You want to be the one that the elders never brought this out, and then you bring it out, and then you end up talking some fucking craziness.
And
man.
he said it proud too. He said he sold his birthright for a pot of red lentil beans. Get it fucking right. That's what he said.
This dude's an idiot, man.
Okay.
Matter of fact, get 12 Ecclesiastes 12, because that applies to him, man. Because I guarantee you, he's reading a whole bunch of shit outside the scriptures, a bunch of madness that Esau put together to confuse you, man. That's why all them books is. Esau created all them books about so-called theology, all right, and science. It's to keep you confused.
That's real quick.
All right, brother.
Just bump into this. This is Sirach chapter 39, verse 24. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked.
Yeah, as his way are plain to the holy, so is a stumbling block to the wicked. So the Most High word, if you're not right, his words is a stumbling block to you. That's why when YAHAWASHI was speaking to the scribes and Pharisees, everything he said was a stumbling block to him, man. That's why when he said, you gotta drink my blood and eat my flesh, a whole bunch of people got offended and they walked away. Because why? It was a stumbling block unto them. Because they thought literally that he said, look, you gotta literally drink my blood and literally, you know, but he was talking symbolically, man. All right? But it was a stumbling block to him. Like this dude now, he's only gonna get worse. He's only gonna get worse. And he's done, man. Talk all this craziness saying the sun ain't real. How stupid can you be, man? If the sun wasn't real, how's all these plants?
Yeah, that's right. Our plants grow.
How you feel the heat from the sun? So the heat that we feel is probably proven too, right? Dude's a clown, man.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 12. Further by these, my son, be admonished of making many books, there is no end.
Yeah, making many books, there is no end. You know how many books they got here? It's like you go to the library and try to read every book in the library. Well, how's that going to profit you? Most of the books in the library is full of shit. With a bunch of damn lies, man. Alright?
Of making many books, there is no end. And much study is weariness of the flesh.
And he done weared himself into madness. I said, don't worry, he's going to come out with the books he reading. I guarantee you, it's books outside of scripture, commentary on the Bible. When Esau makes up stuff on purpose to confuse people, when he knows the truth. The people that put together all these books, they know the truth. How else you going to lie if you don't know the truth? They know it's straight to the point that he ate red meat.
That's right.
Right? And that's how these so-called white people like this meat. So what? I never heard a cracker say, I like lentils.
Yeah,
I like red lentils. How you like your red meat? I don't eat red meat. I eat lentils. That shit don't even make no sense.
Don't.
The man Esau ate red meat, and that stigma is on these crackers to this day, man. Every last one. That's how you know an Edomite off the bat. Ask him how he like his steak. You ask any Jake, they eat it raw, man. That's not raw. They eat it well done. Esau eats it raw. And them Jakes that do eat it like that because they're around a whole bunch of crackers and they want to appease their fucking master. But ain't no Jake was raised like that. Ain't no Israelite on the 12 tribe side was raised eating raw meat.
Second, Ecclesiastes 3 and 21. Seek not out the things that are too hard for thee.
Yeah, seek not out the things that are too hard for you. Alright, you gotta grow in steps. You can't come into the truth and try to learn everything the elders learned in a year, in 6 months, in 5 years. That's impossible, man. How you gonna compare? If you're on a job, say somebody's an electrician. You think you're gonna come in after 5 months and know what he knows and know the tricks that he knows and have the understanding about electricity like he knows? Hell fucking no. You might know how to do it, but you're not gonna have the same understanding as that person has. He got more experience. Dudes think that they're gonna read a whole bunch of books and come up with some ultimate breakdown that's gonna deliver us. He gonna speak it, and then the earth is gonna start shaking, and we're gonna be delivered.
Right.
You know
That's why the scriptures say the race is not given for the swift.
That's right. Yeah, the race is not given swift. So it's a thing of pacing yourself.
Let's pace yourself.
Yeah.
Because this thing is a marathon. We all know about marathons. Marathons go for 20 plus miles. All right, and when you're in a marathon, you have to start off slow. You have to pace yourself, man. All right, you're not supposed to sprint in the beginning of a fucking marathon. You're just going to destroy yourself, man.
Burn out.
You know what I'm saying? So
Start walking.
hey, so you guys out there in that